It is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Will you look at that? Here I am in Lisbon, Portugal, and with the exception of no snow on the ground, it certainly looks like Christmas, and that is a Christmas tree that you see in front of a shopping mall. I don't know what the street is where I find myself right now, but I thought that I'm going to do a walk and talk, if you will, here on the street. And to begin doing so, I'm going to actually do an about face and walk back up the street this way and bring you along and just kind of do a walk and talk. What I like to call a tour, if you will, just kind of a walk through. And you know what? I saw this place right here. Check this place out. It's called Alcoa, and it's I guess it's a pastry shop or something. But look at the pastries here. If I can show this to you, maybe I can turn the camera just a little bit down. Look at that. Does that look good or what? Fantastic. Wow. And I don't know what these are, but look at these little things here. Boy, does that look good or what? They got all types of good stuff to choose from. Look at that. Wow.
This one is the sweetest.
Look at.
And we have here some people that it's 5 minutes.
Okay.
So
Fantastic. Okay. So on with the tour. It's a beautiful evening. The temperature here is you have to imagine it's in the mid 60s on this evening here in the middle of November. Exactly the middle of November, I think. It's the 15th of November. And this is a street that I walked down just a little while ago on my way to catch the iconic number 28 tram. So I walked down just a ways and caught the tram, and it dropped me off not too far from where I'm actually walking at the moment. And I'm going to go find my way back to the apartment that I rented. And it's a good 30-minute walk. And I don't know that I'll share the entire 30-minute walk with you. But we will see, as the saying goes. Maybe I should rent that or buy that domain name, wewillsee.com, if it's available. So here is a street. The portion of the street that I was on, rather, is not a very busy street, but as you'll see coming up here, it gets quite busy. You've got people sitting and having a nice dinner. I keep waiting to see John Malkovich. John Malkovich should be here somewhere. I'm keeping my eye out for John Malkovich. That's a favorite of Paula from New Orleans. Okay. It's a guy jamming out Pink Floyd here, kind of dating himself. always exciting coming into a new city, such as this. Here's a gentleman roasting walnuts, I believe. Believe that's what he's got in there. Let's see. Or steaming them, maybe. Maybe he's steaming the walnuts. You can see right there. 200.
Veja se está certo. Veja se está certo.
And they're there.
Não, eu quero saber.
Looks like they're steaming them, actually. All right, so we're gonna keep walking along here. Looks like here's some beautiful ceramic.
Muchas gracias.
Haven't had a problem speaking English to the locals here. Quite a few people here actually speak English. No Starbucks sightings as of yet. Haven't seen any Starbucks. Wonder what I'll see first, John Malkovich or Starbucks. All right. I ran into a young lady earlier from Italy, Sardinia, Italy, I think it was, and asked her who's got the better coffee, Portugal or Italy. And she kind of just rolled her eyes at me as I do a jaywalk. And speaking of the number 28, that would be the number 28 right there that I just took a ride on. Look at that, a number 28, very small, quite famous. Yet another square. Unfortunately, I don't have the remaining battery life that I wish I had. This, as I'm filming this, I'm looking at about 25% remaining battery life. But nonetheless, any walk and talk is a good walk and talk, regardless of how long or short it is. See if I can't cross the street. And to think in a couple months, 2 or 3 months, I'll be doing a walk and talk through the streets of Melbourne with doing a walk and talk through the streets of Melbourne with Oz, perhaps. Here's another pastry. Look at this place. I think they're actually making them back here. Let's go see. Oh yeah. Looks like he's actually all right.
Esse é o meu, dona. Não sei, amor. Procura.
Fantastic. Come and they get a little shot of espresso and one of those little pastries. Sidewalks here in some of the streets are quite narrow, to say the very least. Somewhere along the line, I've got to find my ice cream. Remember when I was taking care of my dad? He used to always want his ice cream every night. I know what this place. Seen quite a few antique stores as well. Here's another little place you can stop and grab yourself a bite. Looks like a lot of locals in here. Look at this. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Couldn't ask for nicer weather. And I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling over to Europe in the summertime in the coming years, when I can come here and just kind of check this place out. Simon, you must be loving this stuff, aren't you? You're just eating all this up. Grab yourself some chicken or some fish. You see the fish back there. Skip Smith would like some of that stuff. Alright, I've heard of spread eagle before, but never spread chicken. Alright, folks. So, not too much further until I reach my apartment. A rather beautiful apartment that I ended up renting. You see a lot of beautiful tile work here in some of the shops and restaurants. Look at that. All right. You can see nice tile work on the sidewalks in some of the parts of town. Probably a good idea right about now to put the camera away. Walking down the street, you're somewhat of a target walking around with a nice camera like this. So hope you enjoyed the walk and talk, and have a great day. Okay. Looked like there were some questionables there. I was actually walking through the streets of Cologne on a Sunday morning, a quiet Sunday morning, Cologne, Panama, years ago. I was a young trooper, and some friends and I went walking through the streets of Cologne in Panama on a quiet Sunday morning. And a couple guys came walking past me, and young guys came walking past me, and each of them grabbed one of my arms, pulled me up against a like a telephone pole. And another guy came along, and I heard a blade open up, and he had a switchblade, as I recall it, and he was gonna go and he was gonna stick me, I believe. And boy, talk about adrenaline. My hand broke free from those guys, and I caught his arm with that knife mid swing, and otherwise I would have been a casualty of Cologne. So anyway, have a nice evening, folks. All right, from the streets of Lisbon. There's some souvenirs if you want to bring home a souvenir from Lisbon. Look at that. Get yourself a little number 28 right there. There you go. The number 28. That'd be a good souvenir to take home right there.